Hey guys, so for those curious, it's Coach Stacy here, by the way. I wanted to just share, honestly, what I ate while hiking. We did not have any, we chose to not pack any cold packs to keep food cold or things like that. And so when we were hiking and we knew we would stop for lunch, I just packed nutrients. Just nutrients. So I packed some real fruit. I love these things right here, the solely whole organic mango, pineapple, or banana. They're delicious. I love them. Look at this. Just this little strip right here actually kind of packs a big punch. It's like one whole organic mango, half of an organic pineapple with coconut, and then this one's banana and the chocolate, as you can see. So, if I'm holding the lens right on what I'm talking about. Thanks for bearing with me. And I love RX bars. RX bars are my favorite go-to. I can only do so many of these. They have more sugars in them and my body does not like that as much. So I kind of keep them because I don't mind the flavor and stuff like that. They're pretty good, but I prefer the RX bars because I can have more than one of those if I want. This was just something we had bought it from Sam's for our kids for their lunches, and on my way out the door I just grabbed it. But it was kind of fun because the peanut butter kind of warmed up and it was nice and creamy and warm, and it was just kind of a treat in a sense. And so anyways, the tuna was a great idea, even the salmon packets, and they come in different flavors, which I love that, like lemon pepper or just whatever. And so that made me feel like I wasn't going without lunch, and it was good nutrients as well. I love tart cherries and dried fruits. Cherries are just really plump and delicious, and so I kind of prefer those over like cranberries, but those are good too. I did pack some beef jerky. I always see my husband and kiddos snacking on that when they go outdoors, like hunting or whatever it is, and I was like, I'm gonna grab me some. So I did. And then Belvita crackers. We're looking for nutrition and things that sustain you, right? And believe it or not, any of the Belvita crackers actually have enough fiber in it that it gives me some readily available energy, basically. So if you're in between meals and you just don't have nothing, that actually gets me by. And it even says that. It actually says nutritious 4-hour steady energy. And I would have to admit, I find that to be true. Anyways, from there, I did... Oh, and I had some pistachios because I can do nuts. My body handles nuts fine. I had cashews. So I wanted to make sure I had some dried fruit, some nuts. I wanted different sources of protein. So I did add the fish as well, the beef jerky, the nuts, stuff like that. And we're getting it here too. I like protein because it sustains your energy after you've used up everything else. It's kind of used last because it takes longer to break down for that use. And that's why I love it. So once you've used your carbs, once you've used your stored energy and you've been going for a while, that protein just seems to kick in and kind of help you get through until you can get some more energy in your body. And I love a healthy, nutritious breakfast, and I knew we were actually not camping. We were staying at a hotel because a lot of the campsites were full, and so we chose to stay at a hotel. And I knew the hotel would have a breakfast, but I also know that those breakfast things are just not my level of breakfast, and so I knew I needed extra nutrients. So I packed an extra avocado so I could add it to the eggs at the hotel, and I packed spinach so that I could add it to my eggs at the hotel. I knew they would have salsa. They usually do, and they did, and I add salsa because, it's a whole bunch of vegetables cut up. And I looked at the back of the packet. I don't think there was any added sugars in the salsa that I had. That's the only thing that you would want to look for to try to avoid. But and then to stay hydrated, number one, I carried a water bladder on my backpack, which was super handy. I borrowed my husband's backpack because his is super awesome. Like, it has this hole at the top where this just comes down and is super readily available for you to drink out of at any moment. And so I filled it up with good water. I did like to have bottled water with me too, because sometimes when you're needing that little bit of extra energy or hydration, I love to mix the ID Life Hydrate and ID Life Energy. They're super clean, way better than some of the other store-bought over the the quick shops or like the quick gas stations. So a little bit cleaner ingredients, and I like that. I feel good about having these electrolyte replenish like hydrates. And I'm just kind of letting you see that for a second so you can see what I'm talking about. These are also informed sport consent tested, like approved, so like if you run sports and stuff, there's nothing in here that's going to pop on that, and I like that. And the same thing for the energy. ID Life Energy is amazing. We have several different flavors. I would say berry is my favorite, and then the pina colada is actually my second. I don't even typically like pina colada flavorings, but this is actually a delicious. It's my second go-to from the mixed berry. And again, really clean ingredients. And so it's believe it or not all caffeine feels the same. And this one doesn't make you jittery. It doesn't make you crash. It doesn't make you have to go to the bathroom 6,000 times, so that tells me my body's handling it better than some other sources of caffeine that I've gotten before from other supplement stores. Because I did a test where I tried multiple energy supplements close together, and I could literally tell you they all felt different. And a few hit the top of my list, but obviously ID Life is going to be my favorite here and what I'm going to recommend today. These are just freaking amazing. I think I paid under $2 for each of these, maybe like $1.68, $1.96. I think it was like $1.68. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. That's what Coach Stacy ate for lunch while on a hike, or when we needed just a little bit of push and energy to keep us going while we were having fun outdoors using our fitness. And I will do another video where I talk and you can see my face where I'll discuss how, when you're out and about, when you're eating out at a restaurant or when you're on vacation, how do you look for nutrients, and how do you start to kind of control what might put a potential risk for unhealthy fats in your foods and stuff like that, and how to eat as clean as possible that's actually good and nutritious for your body when you're away from home and have less control over what is going to be put on that plate. I hope this was helpful. And then if you guys are outdoors people and you like to have fun and you pack and go to the lake during spring and summer, or hike mountains or whatever it is you do, and you have other tips on what you like to eat, share them in the comments below. We learn from each other. I haven't gone hiking with all, just girls and not with my family, and it was really fun and I loved it. It was a blessing. And so like I'm learning. I know I learned within the first day what I preferred to wear as far as like my hat, my shoes. I had great hiking shoes, all that. So like you learn quickly as you go, but I have to admit, with the food selection, it actually sustained me. So I was happy. I was very happy about that. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. We just seek nutrients because our body needs nutrients, not because food is good or bad, but because food is useful or useless. And our whole body, every bit of that, metabolic pathways, our energy recruitment, hormone regulation, temperature regulation, our body wants to be in homeostasis, but for it to be able to perform the way you need it to, the way it was created to, you need nutrients, because our body doesn't make all nutrients on its own. And so therefore we are forced to have the responsibility to make sure we consume certain nutrients, which is why a variety of nutrition is important and why it pays off when we get it, because our body will just perform better and not default into dysfunction when it has what it needs to complete those processes that keep us alive and well. Go be well, go be healthy. This is Coach Stacy signing out with H45.club, H45 Velocity Coaching, speeding up directional change.